All right, YouTube, welcome back into another video. My name is Nolan. We're talking about the NBA. This week, we're talking our predictions for the upcoming year, how we think everything is going to play out. And for this video, we're looking at the Western Conference, which is absolutely loaded. There's going to be a bunch of teams that finished within a couple games of each other. That's how it was last year. That's what everyone is predicting. The middle in the West is absolutely loaded. So remember to like and subscribe, comment below with what you guys think. But let's get into it. Let's start at the bottom. I think everyone has the same team at the bottom. It's the Utah Jazz. They're just not going to be good this year. They don't want to be good this year. Starting three white 7-footers, you love to see that, but I don't think it's going to help. Filipowski, Markkanen, Walker Kessler. The roster is not very good. I don't see them doing much this year. After that, I think you got to say the Pelicans are going to be 14th. Both these teams, Jazz and Pelicans, are not going to be good this year. I think by far these two teams are going to be the bottom of the West. Teams after the Jazz and Pelicans, I think once again these teams are going to miss the play-in, not going to be that good this year. But I've got the Blazers next. I know they've just re-signed a bunch of their guys to extensions. They kind of like their squad. They're going to be a little frisky, but I don't know. I just don't. With the talent in the West, I don't see the Blazers as being that good, but they might be ahead of the team I have next, which is the Suns. I think this is the clear bottom four for me. Suns, then Blazers, then Pelicans, then Jazz in the West. But the Suns have a few good players, some good scorers. Obviously, Devin Booker still, but I don't see the talent, the rest of the roster kind of fitting well together. So for me, the Suns is next. Now, the next group I think could make the play-in. So these teams I think will be a little bit more competitive, starting with the Kings. I think the Kings, Sabonis, and they just signed Russ and, DeMar. They've got a lot of guys that can play. I think they have some talent. I think the Kings will be solid, have a chance to make the play-in. Same with this next team. After the Kings, I'd go Mavs. I think the Mavs will be the 10th best team in the West. Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, Kyrie is out for the year, but I think they'll have something. I think they'll make the play-in, be a little frisky. Klay Thompson shooting. I think they'll be a fun team to watch, but not great in the West. After that, another Texas team. I've got the Spurs at 9th. I think this is a good spot for them. They'll make the play-in. They'll cause some teams some trouble. They'll win some big games. They'll lose some games that they should win. And I think they'll be solid, but not great in the West. All right, next we get into the top 8 teams in the West. Starting at 8, I think the Grizzlies. I know everyone's down on them, trading Desmond Bane. How long will Jaren Jackson be out? Ja Morant, will he stay healthy? But I think they have a pretty good roster, and they're always competitive. I think they'll be 8th in the West, and, a play-in team could maybe make it into the playoffs, but we shall see. Above them, 7th in the West, I've got the Lakers. This is basically a bet on Luka as one of the top 5 players in the league, is going to lead the Lakers to, top 8 in the West. I've got them at 7. A lot of people are down on the roster. They're not very good defensively. Austin Reeves, Luka, can you win with this backcourt? I get it, but with LeBron coming back and Luka, I still think they have a couple. Definitely Luka, a top 5 player. LeBron still a top 15 player, I think. Last year he was incredible, the athleticism, the size. So I think just the superstars and the name brand, I think the Lakers are a top 8 team. I've got them at 7. After that, their rivals, yes, the Clippers. I think they'll be slightly better than the Lakers. I've got them at 6 in the West here. They've got a completely different roster. They're loaded. a lot of veterans, 1 through 10, I think they've got a good roster, so I've got them at 6. And ahead of them at 5, I've got the Warriors, Steph and Jimmy and Draymond still. They signed Al Horford, Pajemski. They have a good roster. They re-signed Kuminga. I think they'll be good. They don't really have a big, which I think will be all right for the regular season. When it gets to the playoffs, I think somebody will knock them out. But as a regular season team, I think the Warriors, top 5 team in the West. Then the top 4 teams in the West, I think these are the true contenders, starting with number 4, the Houston Rockets. Now, this one's a little sad because I think if they had Van Vliet, they would have been, really more of a serious contender. I think they'll finish top 4 in the West, but maybe win a playoff series. I don't see them as a title contender. Maybe if they got a point guard, but with the Van Vliet injury, they got KD. Şengün could take a step. I got them at 4. 3, I've got the Nuggets. They've got Jokic. They traded for Cam Johnson. Bruce Brown is back. They've got a good squad. Re-signed Christian Brown. I think they'll be good. 3 in the West. Number 2, a team I'm high on. I like the Timberwolves. The T-Wolves, I think, will be good. Anthony Edwards takes another step. They've got a bunch of bigs. I think they'll be good. And number 1, I know it's boring, OKC. I think they dominate the West again. I think they win the West in the playoffs as well. Chet looks good. Shea. They just are the most complete team, and I think they'll win the West, and I think they'll play the Knicks in the finals. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, where I'm right, where I'm wrong.